What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm here with my friend ProMobile29.
Hi.
Yeah, we just changed the channel name to Vehicle Boys. Wasn't my car or not?
You know why.
Okay, Ryan, do you have your Chromebook with you?
Yep, I do.
Open the slideshow up.
Alright, done.
Yo, I'm so excited. I want to show you guys where we are so bad. Oh my god, this is like a slideshow for us. Like,
got it.
Okay, but I changed the name to Vehicle Boys Slideshow. It's the title slide still says Vehicles, but on the here it says Vehicle Boys Slideshow for some reason. I did that for some reason.
Oh, okay.
So let's just start off from where we are. Ready?
Yeah.
So by the way, Ryan, I removed the music due to copyright purposes.
Oh, yeah.
So I removed the music. So it's just gonna be a plain old slideshow. So get onto the gray. I'm on the gray slide. So you get onto the gray slide so you can also have your slideshow up too. You ready?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a 2-part video, by the way.
Yeah.
Pointing that out. Okay. Yeah, here's a train GIF for you guys.
Yeah. The train.
Here's the Titanic in the movie, just with its big ass stern out of the water. This is actually not realistic. Oh, then we got the M4 Sherman just firing a big ass bullet through the sky.
Firing around.
Yeah, big ass round, whatever. We got the P-40 Warhawk, looking cool. Oh, we got a Ferrari. That looks so sick. This GIF is my favorite one. Oh, then we got the SLS. Oh yeah, this is actually sick. Okay, and then we just got the Artemis, like an Artemis GIF. Like, this is one of my favorite. It looks so sick. Okay, and finally we got the title slide. Vehicles by Mitchell Media and.
Oh, 29.
So yeah, Mitchell Media is another channel. I usually put slides to presentations, but because it's a me and ProMobile29 slideshow, we put it as the Vehicle Boys for now.
Yeah.
Maybe I should change it from Mitchell Media and ProMobile29 to Vehicle Boys. Okay, for first up, we got the Bugatti Chiron. I'm still researching on this slide, just saying. So the car is a legendary car made by Bugatti Automotive and broke the land speed record on asphalt. The car is very popular and fast, I guess. That's all I can write down until I can get better information. Your turn.
Yeah. I'm still working on the USS West Virginia, so
this is a developing slideshow. It's basically a never-ending slideshow. So yeah.
Yeah, it's developing.
So
the USS West Virginia is a Colorado-class battleship. It was the 4th Dreadnought battleship and sunk in Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ford Mustang. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it just showed the names of the people who made the slides. So, like for me, for his drives, we'll say ProMobile29. For me, we'll say Mitchell Media. So we got the Ford Mustang. This car is the second fastest Ford automotive car in the world, being passed by the Ford GT. The car is very well made, in my opinion, in the 1960s to present. I mean, look at that. This is the present one. 1960s looks like sick. Okay, your turn, Ryan. M4 Sherman time.
The M4 Sherman tank, the mainstay of the U.S. Army during World War II and the most mass-produced tank of its time.
Yeah, you can tell in the beginning slides we have a lot of developing to do. When we get to the later slides that we're still working on, a couple of my later slides are very good, very chunky, very information.
Yeah, very chunky.
Okay, here's another one of my slides. The Lamborghini Aventador. This car is also legendary, made by Lamborghini Automotive. It's being replaced with the Lamborghini Revuelto. Revuelto. I can't pronounce it. But yeah, here's the Revuelto, here's the Lamborghini Aventador. We're gonna be making a slide on this one later in the slideshow. By the way, we're also making the Titan submersible, by the way. So let's just have a moment of silence for the 5 people who died. I mean that's kind of upsetting. I kind of know what happened to it, but we're gonna present that in this slideshow. But I just feel bad for them. I just want to mention them. I feel very bad for the people who just died and imploded on the submersible Ocean Gates Titan. So yeah, it's what it is. But I mean, that affects air travel, space travel, and underwater travel due to the low pressure environments. So yeah. Okay, now it's back to you, Ryan.
All right, SR-71 Blackbird. The SR-71 was the fastest plane in the world. After a flight in this plane with leak fuel, its record will be broken by the SR-72 Son of Blackbird.
Recognize though, because the Son of Blackbird is still in production and stuff. I heard, right?
Yeah.
It's not launched yet. So,
no one-
but until then, the SR-71 is still the fastest like aircraft. But when it comes to like actual aircraft, I mean like it's the F-15. But besides that, it's
Yeah,
the
the X-15.
Yeah, we're gonna mention that in the slideshow. Okay, here's one of my slides. The Mallard. The Mallard is the fastest steam locomotive in the world. It's an LNER class A4. Its number is 4468. It's a steam locomotive built in 1938 when doing standard passenger service limited to 90 miles per hour, and was in service for LNER and is now in a museum. So, okay, here's probably the shortest slide Ryan's written so far. No, wait, the M4 Sherman is better.
Still developing, okay?
We're still in the developing process, okay? Don't mind us. We're still in the developing.
Yeah. The Saturn 1B is a launch vehicle used on space missions such as Apollo Skylab and Apollo Soyuz test project.
Okay. Next up, we got make sure my volume's at maximum. Yeah. Okay. Here's the chunkiest slide probably of the whole slideshow so far. I wrote this one. It's a little harsh, but I'll do it. RMS Titanic. The RMS Titanic is the most popular ship in the world, owned and operated by the White Star Line, was the second ship of the Olympic class and built in Belfast, Ireland, and was launched in 1911 and completed in 1912. Designed mostly by Thomas Andrews, and which took over Alexander Carlisle's job. Also the largest ship in the world in 1912, and it was a triple-screwed ship with 2 propellers, had 3 blades, and the center had 4 blades. The ship's outer screws were powered by 2 triple-expand steam engines, and the center powered by a low-pressure turbine. The ship sank on its maiden voyage under command of Captain Edward J. Smith, and with 2,200 passengers and crew on board, there was only 706 survivors, and there's 1,496 deaths. Also, the wreck was found in 1985 by Robert Ballard. Oh, and fun fact, so it's a fun fact here. Titanic's center engine, powered by the low-pressure turbine, could not do reverse. Due to the blade's angles on the low-pressure turbine, it cannot reverse it. So only the 2 outer screws would do the reverse, and the center would only do full ahead. So the center is only used for one speed, full ahead. It's never used for dead slow, half. It's only used, not for standby, it's only used for full ahead. No matter what speed it is at, full ahead only. Just a nice little mention. Okay, we have a couple. So I think we'll talk about this right after. Okay, your turn, Ryan. Take the stage.
Atlas V. The Atlas V is a launch vehicle made by the ULA and was responsible for delivering the Perseverance rover to Mars. The Atlas V's first launch was on August 21st, 2001. The Atlas V has 5 SRBs and 1 or 2 core engines.
Okay, hear me take the stage again with the Saturn V. Yo, okay. The Saturn V was a launch vehicle used in the Apollo program and once in Skylab, having 4 stages: the S1, the S2, and the S4B. The first stage had 5 F1 rocket engines. The second stage had 5 small J2 rocket engines, and the third stage had 1 restartable. Recognize that one because the S4B does something special with it. So, restartable J2 engine. The rocket was used on 10 manned missions, 10 being Apollo, and 3 unmanned missions, 1 being Skylab, and also 2 unmanned missions for Apollo 4 and 6. The rocket was retired in 1975. So it was operated from what would you say, Ryan? Like Apollo, it was in 1968. So
yeah.
So 1968 to 1975. That's a nice time frame. And also it's a big rocket, so it was going to be retired at some point. But that's still a nice long time, so. Here, you take the stage, Ryan, with the modern rocket.
Yay! The SLS. The Space Launch System, SLS, is a launch vehicle meant for carrying various payloads into space. Its most known mission is Artemis 1, which used this launch vehicle to carry the spacecraft Orion to the moon.
Oh, by the way, this is also the most powerful rocket in the world to this day. So right now. So that's very nice. It's even more powerful than the SpaceX
Starship.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, there we go.
Plus booster.
By the way, also this rocket is only used on 1 mission so far for the Artemis because
Yeah.
well, coming up in 2024, first time returning to the moon, orbiting around it with people on board. So that's sick.
Yeah.
But otherwise, this rocket's pretty cool, in my opinion. So I'm glad to see it's in action. Okay, ready? This is.
No. It seems like an invader has joined. Ian, get out. We're filming video here. Get. Leave.
I wish I could edit this. But...
Can I see any video? No. Turn off that video first.
Okay, the HMHS Britannic. The HMHS Britannic was the third Olympic-class liner. The ship was never in commercial service because it sank on its sixth hospital voyage in World War I. The ship was launched in 1914 in World War I. Went on 5 full hospital voyages, and due to the hull twisting and the Morse code wireless snapping, there was no communication, and they were unable to close the watertight doors. And the portholes were open. The ship sank in 55 minutes. The wreck was found in 1977 with a cracked bow due to it hitting the bottom of the sea, and the ship was being longer than the depth of the sea they were in, causing the ship to fall into the water on its starboard side. There were like around 30 deaths.
There were 48 actually.
Yeah, 48. Around 30, around 50, around whatever. It's still just an estimate, bro. I don't care about the exact things. Okay, here's the chunky Olympic. Cause look at the stretched out Olympic.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, it looks weird. It looks like a superliner. It looks like the SS France or whatever it was.
Or the Tyrannic.
No, it looks like the SS France, which is one of the only 4-funneled French liners. But that's kind of what it looks like, the SS France. Or was it? I don't know. I think it was the SS France or the RMS. It was something. I think it was the SS France, but that was in service around 1914. Whatever. But let's get to take the show.
RMS Olympic. The RMS Olympic is the first ship of the Olympic-class ocean liners. The RMS Olympic has 4 smokestacks, with only 3 of them actually functional, and the 4th as a dummy. The RMS Olympic also served in World War I as a troop transport vessel. Its wartime paint job was used to deter U-boats.
Okay, the P-38.
Also, it's the only Olympic-class
liner
ship
not to sink. It was scrapped in 1936 alongside the RMS Mauritania. And it was also nicknamed Overreliable. Yeah, we can't forget about that. Actually, wasn't all of the Olympic class nickname? I think was the Titanic was nicknamed the Unsinkable, Britannic was named the Forgotten Sister, and then Olympic was Overreliable. I mean, it's weird. It's weird, but I mean, okay, if Olympic would have stayed in service, she would probably do an even better job in World War II. But I mean, why not? But I mean, had a blast having ships be pulled into its hull and ramming U-boats and all that. I had a very fun time. I was in its zone there, but whatever.
Yeah.
The P-38 Lightning. The P-38 Lightning, it was a World War II warbird nicknamed by enemies. One of the nicknames was 2 planes, 1 pilot. That was one of them. There's a bunch of others, but the plane had 2 engines and the room for 1 pilot. The plane was put into service in November 1942. It was most successful in the Pacific Theater and the China, Burma, India theaters of operations. Okay, Ryan, take the stage with the Hindenburg.
The Hindenburg.
Yes.
The Hindenburg is a German The Hindenburg is a German airship that was the largest airship in the world. It has a top speed of 85 miles per hour. It has 6 gas cells filled with hydrogen to lift the ship. It exploded in 1937 from gas cells 4 and 5, exploding over Lakehurst, New Jersey.
Hey, P-40 Warhawk. There's a little white mark. I forgot what was there. Let me just fix this. Hold on. Let me just fix this quickly. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna... I don't know what happened here, but whatever. There, I'll just put it like that for now. Temporary fix. Okay, the Curtiss P-40 Warhawk is a pursuit aircraft. I forgot to mention, this is also assisted with Pro Mobile 29. It's just a little assistance, but otherwise it's fine. Okay, the Curtiss P-40 Warhawk is a pursuit aircraft used in World War II. It was made by Curtiss and is most successful in the AVG American Volunteer Group for China. The group was nicknamed Flying Tigers. It had an Allison V171039 V12 liquid cooled piston engine delivering 1,240 horsepower. That was Ryan's part. Oh, that one chunk.
Shut up, Ian.
Just please. This is actually serious. Okay, here's you go.
Mitch, do you remember that Donkey Dauntless?
Oh yeah, we made this little joke. I think it was a song. I don't know, something I got in my mind, and we started saying Donkey Dauntless. It was just weird. But let's get back into the video.
Yeah, SPD Dauntless. The SPD Dauntless is a U.S. Navy dive bomber used in World War II. It was operated from 1941 to 1945. The SPD was used in the Pacific Theater and the African Front. The SPD has two 50 caliber guns in the nose and two 30 caliber guns in the tail. The SPD served in the Coral Sea, Midway Revolve Truck, and Iwo Jima.
Isn't the Iwo Jima an aircraft carrier?
No.
But wasn't there an aircraft carrier also named Iwo Jima once?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was the one that recovered Apollo 13, right? You know, we can still include command modules of Columbia, Odyssey, Yankee Clipper. We can still include those as vehicles because technically they're vehicles, but they're technically named, so we can technically include them. It's kind of cool we can do that. Okay, F-4U Corsair. The F-4U Corsair is a World War II fighter and bomber, and is most successful in the Pacific Theater, Pratt and Whitney. Theater. He had a Pratt and Whitney R2800 double wasp. There is a special feature to this plane to make it easier to store in aircraft carriers. It can fold its wings, and it can fold its wings, and it can fold its wings. It's cool looking. Okay, here's Ryan's P-51 Mustang, or the Miss Candy, whatever.
You mean the Miss Candor? That's the Miss Candor paint job.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, just get into it. It doesn't matter when it's 17 minutes, cause we're just gonna verify we're gonna verify this Google account.
Yeah, the P-51 Mustang is a pursuit plane used in World War II. It was made by North American Aviation. The P-51 served in the European theater and the Pacific Theater. The P-51 was powered by an Allison engine, but later changed to a Packard Merlin engine. And its top speed was 430 miles per hour in the Merlin.
Okay, B-17 Flying Fortress. The B-17 Flying Fortress, the bomber used during World War II, and I believe was also used in the Korean War, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, bomber used in World War II and the Korean War. Hey, hold on, sorry. The has 4 engines, 2 cockpit crew, a tail gunner on top. It has a tail gunner, a gunner on top of the aircraft, the bottom, and some regular gunners, and 4 posts on the side, and a communicator, also a front gunner. I don't know what these are called yet. Ryan has to help me with these.
Remember the waist gunner.
Yeah, I'll remember those. Okay, so Ryan's going to help me with this slide. So I need to talk to Ryan after this video, because I wanted to use it with him today. I don't know why it is. Okay, P-47 Thunderbolt, take the stage.
The P-47 Thunderbolt. The P-47 Thunderbolt is a pursuit plane used in World War II by the U.S. military and British RAF. The P-47 was powered by a Pratt & Whitney R2800 double wasp. The P-47 was very rugged with heavy armor around the cockpit and around the engine and cockpit to protect the pilot. The people who flew the plane called it the Jug. The P-47 has a water injection system to double the engine's horsepower, which is 2,000 horsepower.
Okay, here's my slide. Yeah, my favorite slide, the B-25 Mitchell. Yeah, this is my favorite plane. This is my second favorite plane.
You got a little short there, Mitch.
I know. Remember what I said.
Still developing.
Yeah. But you kind of understand why I like this plane so much? My name is Mitchell. It's called the B-25 Mitchell. It's not like Ryanair, because it's an actual plane.
Yeah.
Okay, the B-25 Mitchell is a bomber used in World War II. Has 2 engines, 2 cockpit crew, and a front gunner and a tail gunner. As I said, I'm still going to learn about the gunner stuff. I know it's called a tail gunner. That's the only thing I know. Oh, my God. And also, my name also my name. Okay, and also the name is the same as the B25 Mitchell, because my name's Mitchell. The B25 Mitchell has Mitchell, so I mean I'm lucky for this one. Okay, take the spades, Ryan.
The A-10 Thunderbolt II, or Warthog. The A-10 Warthog is an attack plane made by Republic Aviation and was built right here on Long Island in the American Aircraft Museum. The A-10 has two General Electric TF-34 engines. The most known fact about the A-10 is its gun, which is a 30mm GAU-8 Avenger cannon in the nose. The A-10 served in the 1970s to present day. The A-10 is still flying despite many retiring attempts because it's just air replaceable.
You know, like, how can you replace it? Like, what, at 3? Okay. Yeah, here's where we are, so we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah.
Bye! See you guys in 5 years.
Most likely.